Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Continue along with the art process of this emote. So last time we left off, basically the hair is more or less finalized. I'm still staring at this and deciding if I want to thicken her left brow, which may or may not be like mildly visible at certain points. It'll be right about here actually. Where's this? I don't want to do like standard long-ish kind of brow, so that is also an option. But for now, I'm gonna start from the head. We'll go ahead and give the head a little bit of more of a shape. In terms of the ear, I think for now the ear can be whatever is out of frame. So similar to the fact that the left part of her or left side of her pigtail does not exist. You can't see it. Who the heck cares? The usual. And honestly, I should probably like do a little bit more for her uniform. Because right now it's very bare bones. It's missing the bits on her shoulders. I also don't really want to like have the attention focused down there in a way either. I kind of want to keep it all on her head. So ideally, just keep it nice and plain down the bottom. It's as usual most of the way out of frame, so it shouldn't really matter that much. Even though I think for the body, just looking at it now, I think I'm actually gonna go. Yeah. Did I not color the? Wait, what? What happened to the back piece? I have a strap back. Why is that not moving with everything else? Why did I just shift this and it just? Oh, is it not? Did I not color the back piece? That's sweet. Okay, let me just get in there and color the. Well, did I not turn it back on? Right, so let us grab color, give me that. And then you. We're just gonna go through here and go wop and wop. Don't care too much about the exact shape because it's a back piece that just acts as a cover. So do that to make it easy to color, like that. Okay, so that exists. I mean, I'm not exactly doing the strap on her shoulder properly either. It's not one of those like little cushiony comfort bits on here so that the strap of your bag doesn't absolutely destroy your shoulder. We're kind of just skipping that as well, just making it kind of round. So either way, let us go ahead. Selection, and let us begin. Okay, so we want to go this way, this way. I'm gonna cheat a little bit, just have the skin shaded a little bit more under where the hat shadow would kind of be. Not quite there, but kind of emphasizes the hat a little bit more. We'll just go like that. Maybe we'll trim this down a little bit. Go like that. Still really thinking about whether I want a hard shadow below her hat. I'll be fine about it. Bum, 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 bum. Is a let's see. I'm really deciding if a shadow is worth the trouble. Can you see the shadow when you go? Oh man, let me just chuck it and see how it feels. There's a hat shadow, then it will be about here. Because then it will be what, like not quite this color, but let me just do that and then there's no way you can see that at emote sizes there. Yeah, that's kind of redundant. I mean, it adds a little bit up close. I mean, also based on the angle, it's a little bit weird because of the way I've done it. But it feels redundant. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go about it. Let's just get the layer out of here. Alright, do I want to do extra things to the eyes? Not really at this exact point. Do I want to add the brow? I guess that should be questionable then. Do I want that brow that may or may not be visible at very set angles? Screw this from. If I'm gonna put a brow in, realistically I should actually put it on top of the hair. Just so it's more visible. So we'll go ahead and just draw in. Give me a here. This is left brow. We want to go maybe something like something like that. That was a giant eraser. What was I doing with giant eraser? How do I feel about that? I mean, it's fine. That's kind of the feel about, but let us go with a color here a bit darker and just go like that. Maybe a bit this way. Sure. Okay, so where does it actually sit once the hat's there? That's a bit tight. It'll work. Maybe we'll go like... I'm probably gonna end up bending it a little in Live 3D. It's easier to bend there than it is to bend here, so just go with that. Alright, then mouth. Where mouth? Face. Not eyes, I want mouth, you. Do I want a little bit of a bit of color here? Let's go shade. We want you. Oh yeah, I made that huge. It just has to sit inside there. Hilarious. Okay, well, either way, you can color burn. Oh, I want to like kind of. Let's just go like. Honestly, I'm fine. Okay, so how much do I want to color in her uniform down the bottom? I just realized there's an actual slight issue here because here this place. I'm just gonna hide more of her uniform down the bottom. Honestly, actually, no. I think I'm gonna go like, oh, selecting this many things at a time isn't. I think I'm gonna go like that and actually just make her bigger inside the frame. And yeah, 90% of that is me just wanting to hide the I need the full hand in frame. Would it look better if I had the hand fully in the frame? I don't want the hand to be very large. But even if it takes up about the bottom left corner of the box of the frame, I think it's fine here where it's like very mildly sticking out of frame. Should be fine. Alright, what do we do about the uniform? Crap. Give me this. I haven't bothered coloring the back. Probably redundant, right? Can't really see it. Right, so let us go shape. And we're just gonna do very lazy kinda like that. Bend it down a bit, and we've got a little bit of shape attached to this thing that you probably can't really see. So I don't know how relevant this is going to be, but maybe a bit more like that. Okay, so it's actually kind of visible from the minimal amount that's actually visible. Okay. I kind of want this part to be very dark, right? Given that her head should be theoretically covering it entirely. I'll go like this. That's a bit... Bloody how you doing? Do I want it to be like slightly lit up from the bottom? Well, I just want it to be dark so that her head is creating the shadow. Maybe not completely blacked out at the bottom, maybe tap it a little bit at the bottom there. We'll keep the shadow there and then we'll go into here. Give me this. We'll go color burn. That's obviously because I'm not a big deal on the internet. Let's see. Go about same, but we don't want to give it a bit more light as we get around to the bottom here. I want to grab only the buttons here and here. Just go button. We'll go ahead and hard color under the shape into here like this. And now keep that nice and dark, and then we'll go for for a refraction. Get a yellow. We'll just aggressively kind of punch in blue onto the edge here, turn that down by a whole bunch. Doesn't look very metallic, but that's not the goal here. Wanted to look a bit more metallic, maybe go a bit more like that. don't know how visible this is going to be. Definitely build me that once you skip out a little bit on the effort there. We want to go back up to, not you, here. No, not here. Here. Add a blush across her face here. We want some arbitrary kind of red pinky color about here. Yeah, about there. We don't care too much about the separation here since the head perspective is not gonna change. We'll just go ahead and go 1. We'll go 2. We'll turn that down a whole bunch. Don't want to go wop like that as well. A little bit over the top, and we'll turn that down a whole lot more. Maybe about there, sure, why not? I care about this button. It is so beautifully out of frame that I really don't know how much I care about it. Where is it? Give me this. What allows you to just do this? No, no. We'll go button. Kind of shape it to the way the light is facing, which is kind of this way. We'll add a refraction into here. This is going to be relevant for at best few frames within the animation. Get and go swap like that. Kind of go onto the top of the button a bit like that. Turn it down a bit. Turn it down a bit more. Why does that feel like that? Turn it up. Shave off a bit here and here. Sure. Alright, is that basically all the parts? I know there's a very clear inconsistency in the line in the right side, and the fact that the top of her hat doesn't exist is very much within the realms of it doesn't really matter as out of frame. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and take this. We're going to save this as a PSD. Going to get rid of the layers that we don't need here. So namely, you get these out of here. I'm going to keep the border. Then we want to go merge. Stop merging everything down. I actually need the badge separate from the hat. Okay, I just have the whole hat as almost one piece. We're not changing perspective. Not changing perspective, honestly, I don't really need it to be separated. One brow. I want to add a highlight to the hair. That's not really going to be relevant. At best, there'll be a highlight on the side of the hair that you can't see, so don't really want to add one underneath the hat because it'll be kind of weird if the light is getting in there and making the hair really shiny there. The ear really is just sitting there. Highlight, lash, iris. Can I merge down the eye? Merge down the eye. Is there a problem if I merge down the eye? Not at all. Alright, merge this down. There's no way I'm going to be moving the eye enough to warrant needing the parts to be separated. I want the tongue to be one piece. And then I want... I need the mouth. Wait, do I need the mouth line and the color separate to keep the tongue in there? I do. That's stupid. Alright, we'll keep that separated and then we'll go ahead and... Do I need to separate... I want to separate the blush, but the skin shade can be down there like that. Body... that down, merge that down, merge that down, merge... Oh, that part properly. Okay, top here, you can't see it, right side. You can maybe see it, back here, you can't see it. Pigtail right, you maybe see it. Okay. Let us start modeling. Okay, so alright, we're here. Here we are here, and then Nozomi PSD, chuck that in. Hopefully nothing breaks. Yeah, that's about how it should look. Alright, let us switch over to you. We're just gonna go ahead here and go mouth color. We're gonna take this and we're going to which rename? Mouth color. We're gonna take that and we're gonna say you clipped that. We're gonna say IYA here is going to have the iris clipped to and the highlight clipped to that. We're gonna say white here. Then go iris, highlight, clip to that. We're gonna give everything apart from the border a mesh. We'll push this up later. Go for and check that properly later. Then we just want to throw down a giant deformer. Actually, I should really use a rotation deformer here. A parent deformer for all. Alright, let's go through these. What am I dealing with? That should be fine. What the? Ooh, wowee. That always scares me a bit when there's 2 points that close together. Honestly, it shouldn't actually affect that one. It bugs me. Like, unless those 2 points beautifully sit on the very intersection of a division, it'll actually matter, but beyond that, bad shouldn't matter. This doesn't change perspective. This is not morphing. Well, this is probably not morphing aggressively. Just need to keep the general shape, that's good enough. Badge also needs to just kind of keep the general shape and it's good enough. That shouldn't cause any problems. What are you doing? You may cause problems, so I want an extra point. I want these points on the inside. But they cause a problem. I mostly need to maintain the shape of the around the outside. It may cause a problem. So pull. Yeah, it may cause a problem. But for the most part, the curve shape is what we need to begin with, so it shouldn't change all that much. But just to make sure nothing pulls on each other weirdly, we'll just get rid of the side points here so the divisions are being handled by the far side. So, if brow. If you're gonna line up a bunch of points here, really actually probably line them up against the flat side so that when the thing curves, the whole thing curves together. This starts straight, so the moment we curve, the whole thing should curve, in theory. Whether it actually does that or not is a different matter. Alright, what are we dealing with? Yikes! Okay, let's change this out. Okay, so first up, I'm actually just gonna go that and go and just not have this pull inwards like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and go mwah. Gonna rearrange it anyway so that hideous kind of control there is that. in just a tad. Or go like that. Sure. That'll work. Alright, what we're dealing with here. This piece is not gonna move, so that's fine. This actually should behave for the most part. Yeah, that should behave for the most part. Leave that for now. If it causes problems, we'll mess with it then. Alright, what's happening down here? Is that gonna cause a problem? I'll do that. That should actually be fine. Alright, what are we dealing with? Really like that to not be on that side of the line. I'll see if the points on the inside cause a problem, but in theory they shouldn't. At worst, this part might have a problem, right? Let's just do a bit of. Should help this one portion not morph weirdly. What are we dealing with here? Okay, how about we don't do this and just go like a sensible person? Oh, and right in the middle here, let's just get rid of that. This, and then we're going to go ahead and for that. Okay, that was pop, but shift that back in. Like that. What the heck is happening down here? That doesn't need to be there. That doesn't need that. Whoa. I know I made a super thin, and it's probably gonna be a problem with it. Okay, I think this should realistically behave. And part of this is also underneath the hat. I don't know how much I care. That's very much under the hat. I don't know how much I care. This is not even visible, so ignore that. Highlight. Maybe. Actually, is this gonna morph? It's not gonna morph at all. It just needs to hold the shape. This is gonna morph though, so let us just remake that entirely as a super thin ish here. It's already kind of super thin, so I don't know why I actually need a bit. Wait, there. Then we're gonna decrease this by a bit. Sure. Do that, and then we're actually gonna get rid of you, and you. We don't need those points there. Oh. Oops. Okay, hold on. Give me a moment. Let me just reopen the clip. Rid of eyes. Not you, you. Let me just grab this whole part again. Throw that on you. Then want to grab the right side like that. That. Turn you off. Pull you out, and then that. Okay. Save that, and then we're gonna go back over to here. We're gonna go back over to Nozomi. It's you. Okay, so left iris, right iris. Give me a new. Very good. We'll check that later, but for now, let me go into here and grab 1, 2. We're just gonna go here and go that. Like, yeah. What's that there? Then we want to go like that and go like that. Alright, and then we go last shadow. We got these. Oh, where I've gone. Give these two a base. I share. How much do I care about these? These are shadows. Where's I up to? I'm just getting down to the hit, right? Or what that the iris? We need to control the shape of the eye a little bit because I decided to just merge the whole thing down because we're not going to be moving it all that much. Realistically, this shouldn't affect the eye too much, given that there's no intended motions for it. But we'll go like that. Let me. Okay. What color does she not have? She's got no red, right? Let's go pink and that. Okay, that's a bit of a flashbang, but need that so that I can actually see the eye white. Highlight on the other side. Right lash is probably not going to move quite as much, so I'm actually just going to make sure that this is actually controlling the shape and not the inside, or halfway through the inside of the shape. Maybe we'll thicken it out a little bit here and here. Consistent. Like that, and then we'll go iris. Was I looking at it with it already partially? Why you less cut up? Oh, was it? Oh, right. Put it up then. Yeah, whatever. Alright. The shape is mostly fine, so we're just gonna go ahead and make it so that is also. Whoa! Wow! Okay, that was surprising. There's almost a world where I can just have it so that the sides of the eye white can collapse and it's good enough, but actually the side's not even going to move all that much, so I shouldn't even need to mess with this. Mouth. Alright, the mouth and the mouth inside color is separated. Well, they're the same. Basically the same. I can make this stick together better by saying you. Is that the shape I want? Maybe, you know, actually control this shape, that would be very nice. Punch in there, that'll be quite nice. Then we don't really need you, or you. Skip those out of there. Make sure that we maintain the curve of the mouth and the same side so that there's no inconsistencies when the divisions pull on each other. Add extra here on the curve. And make sure that part, the top is actually the least important because it's going to stay mostly straight. There we go, 1, 2, okay, that's pink is hurting my eyes, turn this off. And then we go over to here, we go like this, we go like that, we go like, pick that out, we put this on, and we turn that out, and then we go 1, 2, 1, 2, go like that. All of it, fine. Tongue, we don't really care, tongue's not going to move. Blush, we don't care, it's not going to move. Head, head. Nothing is jumping out to me as it's going to be a problem. Should be fine. Extra. I don't even know if that's going to be visible. Color. A little bit questionable right there, but let's just shift that along. And please control the corner and not halfway up the corner. In terms of where this is sitting, this should be fine. Body. I don't even know how much it's going to be moving and be seen. This, who cares about that part? This, you can't see it. This. This is the one back piece that you probably can see, so I definitely want proper control over. First up, don't do that. Please be like this, and then we want to go from here down to here. Just maybe not that. Be more like there. Bring that down to about there. You need to be here, and then we just need to line this up with this thing. So, whoop. And how are we feeling about that? Should be okay. Do I want some extra bit of control over here? Let's put extra little bit of control over here. Sure, like that. Ensure that that line stays intact no matter what. Back here, can't see it. Picked out right. You can maybe see it. Actually, right at the bottom, I don't really care. Right? More like up here that I care. That should be fine. Alright. Then that is the border. The last shadow. Alright. You two need to be part of, not part of, root of this. I put the button. Okay, good. And then the last shadow, so they honestly don't matter. Maybe just remove some of the unnecessary complexity that these have. That is good enough. Okay, then also you, white 2, last shadow, you, then white, 1, 2, last shadow, clip you. Okay. Okay, so get rid of all this crap and give me a moment. I've gone through a lot of water. Alright, toilet break. Okay, so get that back on my head. We're gonna create a face, and then we're gonna say I wink. Gonna go from 0 to -10. We are going to give this to, actually I should probably separate this a little bit at least. This is basically separate from everything, we just called his hand. Then, actually the body's probably easier to separate, right? Body. And the rest of this is all just head. Well, part of it's her hat, but it's all just head. Alright, then we want to go from here down to here. This little face. And then want to go from here to here, plus here, 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 here. This is here. And everything else basically just a hidden hat. I don't care about that much. Goes past all that much, so let's go to her left eye. Do I want to separate this a bit more? Let's separate it. We'll go eyes. And we'll go left. Oh, where'd the brow go? Brow. We're just gonna say you are part of. Good enough. And we're gonna say it right. Give that a little bit of separation. Just to make this more organized to work with. Okay, so left lash, we're gonna say lash. We're gonna tell you to, oh, could that be a blend shape? Hello there, how you doing? Do you blend? No, you shouldn't blend. Make a snapshot, make my defaults locked. And we're gonna say, we're going to just bring this down. We're going to curve her eye so that. Whoop, don't do that. Oh, did I ever change the Twitch title? Randomly comes to mind. We want. Oh yeah. Now the emote. Reg. Well, not Alba. And we'll change the. Probably change the title over here. I want it for the. Which we'll call it archive as well. So we'll say and. Okay. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Now in the process of doing the modeling. How did I fuck that up? Hold up. Have a look at this. Did I really? Oh, it's hidden behind the hair. That's why I never noticed it. I turned that up. Not you. You. We're just gonna increase the line a little bit there to lick off a bit. Or like, you know, oh. Yeah. I'll just do that, and then we're gonna go ahead and bring this back and do you flash over the top, turn that off, push that down, save that, yes. Here, give me my Emote, then do PSD and replace. Okay, it's a little thicker than it should be at one point, but a bit better. Well, first up, we're gonna increase you to a 9x9. Hopefully, I don't need to do a 15x15. I might need to do a 15x15, but we'll come to that bridge later. Cross that bridge when we get there. Little bit this way. Add a little bit this way. I want to curve it that much. I think I do. Alright, where is white and last shadow? Maybe we should actually like curve so that it's actually more aligned with her face, which is about there. Does it still encompass the whole thing? Alright, go like that, we'll go like that, and then we shall... I actually don't. I'll just close that in like that. Hero. I mean, maybe when she's released as a character, as like a available character. I don't know what they plan on throwing in the next for the next event yet, because I haven't seen anything. I don't think there's been anything past week-ish apart from like the usual radio little podcast thing they do. Hasn't the anniversary kinda passed? Maybe once another anniversary is, that won't be till like next year. Was my highlight above my... Wait, whoa. Highlight is above my lash. My highlight should not be above my lash. What is that doing there? It feels a little low. we're just gonna go and very casually can I actually just do it this way where I can just go? Yeah, this is probably a very lazy way of doing it. I don't recommend. Very aggressive fix there. Because the anniversary this year was the Solid Snake event was there, wasn't it? Like that was when they threw out the 4 different limited characters. Oh, that actually worked a lot better than I thought it would. Okay. Do I want to mess with the brow a little bit when this happens? Well, I guess it's more of a how much do they want to milk their customers, right? Because there's definitely an appetite to see Girl as a available character. like given the general appearance of their finances, I really wouldn't presume that they need to so aggressively milk the customers anytime soon. Let us go. I'm gonna offend you by going. That is subtle and that's more for a close-up view thing. Okay, I'm gonna do something real dumb, kind of, and give me a parameter here. We're gonna go a highlight shake. And we're gonna go ahead and grab both highlights. I don't know how visible this is gonna be at all, but I'm gonna just tell both of these to. Actually, I'm gonna get this blend. Whereas you and you, I'm gonna give this to you. We're gonna go. I don't want that very quick transition that makes a very cheap version of having a highlight kind of move in a way that makes it look like it glimmers a little. Not exactly the most elegant way to do it, but maybe it's a consideration. Don't know if I should like default her eyes just like more up. Right now she's looking effectively straight at where the camera would be, straight forward down the center. Alright, we'll just sit with that for now. Alright, give me a mouth. Alright, we want to go mouth. this part and this part. Can I lift that a little bit? No, yes, kind of. Bum bum. Bum. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. I need that. Still thinking about that. Oh, that'll be that for now. Let's go into mess with the hand a little bit. What do we want to do here? I go thumb. Alright, what do I want to do with this? I think when I flex the hand down, I want the thumb to actually bend away from the camera. What's the most effective way I can do it? Kind of like this. Ooh. Maybe a bit less than that. Maybe more about here. And then when we bring the fingers in-ish, kind of. I want to do a bit of that and then a bit of... how's my mesh looking? Ooh, yeah, ooh, that's probably... Do I have a good way of dealing with this? Not really, right? Because I need to pull on... I really need to increase the... I don't... I mean, I guess that works. And then we're actually going to get the whole hand and we're going to say the same thing about wrist. Not that, this. I just do a bit of that. Do I actually want to like lifts? Hmm. Hmm. We do the whole head together. Bum, bum. Alright, we'll go head nod. We're gonna blend this. Alright, can I just stick it onto this without a single shit given? Another thing I can do. I kind of want to move the whole thing together. Yeah, I kind of want to just move the whole thing together, so we're just going to do it like that. It'll look a little squishier, but like usual, kind of actually want that with a more deformed and smaller thing like this. Okay, we're just gonna make this interpolate. I can't make this interpolate because I made a blend shape. That's gonna be a problem. I'll make that motion a little bit smaller than the other motion going around. Actually, I'm gonna make this on like the large body motions. We're going to also make a body squish. We're going to go ahead and go 1 and 2. Wait, 1 and 2. And we're going to very Go like that and go meh. Then we're gonna go mwah. Okay, I'll go with that, and then we're gonna go here. What do we want to do? We want to swing her front hair bits around, and then swing her side hair bits around. I think I also want to do a lighter motion this time as well. I think we still need the full range of 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. Then we're gonna do the full range of side X1, 2, 3. Oh. Okay, where is here? Alright, so that one doesn't need one. Do I want to miss on the pigtail at the back? I just still don't know if I can see it. Alright, so 1, 2. We're gonna say you take these 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna go like that, and then we're gonna tell this piece to go like that. Actually, we'll tell you to also go like that. Bum, 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 bum. Whoa, don't do that. Okay, before I do more of that, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're just gonna casually change these up from 5 and 5 to 15 and 50 to really make these bend. Also go 2 by 3. I need to change how this is. I'll call it that. Bop, bop, bop. Alright, let's go like that. Alright. I had to force that a little bit, given the base shape of this thing, but bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Ba, 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 bum. Ba, 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 bum. Ba, ba, bum. Ba, ba, bum. Press to do that. Ba, 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 bum, ba, ba, bum. This one's not even visible. How much do I care about this piece? Ba, 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 bum. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, what do we want to do with this now? Do I need to do anything else? Actually, it might be enough to do what I needed to do. Alright, let's have a look at this. We want this. Going to duplicate. Gonna get you out. You in. Brought a bunch of keyforms here, brought a bunch of keyforms here. Okay. Hmm. I think the body actually needs to lean forward with the head. I had to like just go, instead of going head, doing the body nod, it should just be the whole body doing this. Um. So instead of doing it here, I'm just gonna go 1, 2, then go like this and just bend the whole body in at the same time. Bu- bu- um. All right. Let's see. Hmm. Alright, it's time for the really finicky stuff. Hmm. Hmm. Ba, 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 hmm. Ah, ba, 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 ba. How do I feel about this? Bum, bum. You know, for the fact that I kind of just copped out and took her standard pose and added some motion to it, it's not terrible. Just really don't know what I'm doing with the hand. And I don't actually know the hand is adding anything at this point. Alright, what happens if I turn the hand just off? Let me just make another deformer for this so that I can affect this without doing anything. Do that and then turn this off and just see how that feels. That hand doesn't add anything. Alright. That hand doesn't add shit. This happened quicker. Okay, I actually feel pretty good with that. Just casually rip the hand out. Alright, this is now at the point where I am going to have to stare at it for a bit and then go and stare at it again a bit later to decide whether this is fine or not, but I think for the most part this is okay. We'll throw this into a... What did I make these? Like 256 or something? Make a output of this. I'll see how I feel about this after it sits around for a little bit. Where is this? Media source. It's slightly bigger. Why is it slightly bigger? How big did I make the other ones? How big is this? I don't think I resized it after Froden, so 224. Oh, I made it like 30 pixels big. Hmm. And somehow over the free emotes that I made after getting back onto the standard menu, it has gotten progressively more zoomed in. Alright, but anyways, I don't really have anything to do at this point, so finish up here so that I'm not just sitting here staring at nothing. I don't think I'm going to change anything for now. Still need to decide on what to do tomorrow, because I've not decided, and I pumped this out a lot faster than I thought I would. I thought I'd still be working on this tomorrow. But I'm gonna go off and stare just again later, decide about what to change anything, and then I'll also have a think about, well, that's a lie. I'm gonna think about what I'm gonna do tomorrow when I'm about to prepare to stream tomorrow. That's probably realistically how it's gonna happen, but either way, this is a full set of, well, technically not Neo, since Nozomi and Hikari were already in the game but not available to the player. But the free newly available characters are Blue Archive from the latest event and a full emote set. Alright, so anyways, thank you very much for watching today's session of emote art into emote modeling into emote animation. If you want to see more things from me like this, sure to be subscribed or followed, depending on where you're watching from. Leave a like because that helps me out, and I'll see you again next time.